Okay, guys, so now we're back again. So now we're going to do the same ingredients, but I'm going to turn it into a cream, okay? So here I have unrefined coconut oil, okay? Because everybody don't like the oils, so since I got the braids, I do the oils. Read my baby's text message. He's texting me. So, and then I have the shea butter, unrefined shea butter, okay? And I'm using these because I want it to turn back into a cream. Of course, I'm going to heat it up and, you know, get it all together to make it come into one. And then in here, okay, I can't just assume y'all know what's in here, right? So y'all probably didn't watch the other video. Okay, these is my ingredients. Okay. Stop the camera if you need to. Okay. So that's what's in here. Okay. Oh, and the black cloves. I grinded it all up. Black cloves, okay? So as you can see, all this is in here. And I be generous. I be real generous. Because I want it to be nice and potent. So when I make it, they be like, oh my God, that stuff works so good. I just love it. So I be generous with it. And yeah, they like it. So it's my same recipe, but now I'm just adding black cloves to it. Because everybody rave about it, and I've been seeing a lot of hair growth testimonies. So the proof got to be in the pudding, then I research it. Alexa, do black cloves grow your hair?
From YNews.com, black holes can grow hair-like structures if they spin fast enough, a team of researchers has discovered.
Okay, I don't know what she said all the way. Alexa, does black cloves grow your hair?
Here's something I found on reference.com. The way to grow black hair faster is with protective styles, moisturizing products, and regular trims. Black hair grows at the same rate as all types of hair. However, because of black hair's curly shaft, nutrients and oils may not get to the hair, and that can cause breakage.
I ain't asked Alexa nothing about that. But go to Google. Alexa don't know everything. So I'm just getting all this mixed in, and then I'm going to put it on my double boil, and I'm going to let this boil. Then I'm going to let it come back hard, and then I'll blend it, and then it'll go into the jars. So that's it, y'all. That's it. That's all. Put it on the double boiler, and we're going to let this do its thing. So yes, guys, my sweetie, I was telling him, he's like, what are you doing? And I told him what I was doing, and he said, I didn't know you do that. I said, baby, I do a lot of things, but that's not something me and you talk about, you know. We don't really talk about that and don't have I guess an interest for me and him to share that with each other. So I never really, you know, he know about my clothes and stuff, but he didn't know that I make lotion and all kind of stuff. I said, yeah, babe, I do. Yeah, so we try not to follow each other on social media. Because, you know, social media can be messy and stuff like that. So that's why, like, publicly, I never, ever, like, post pictures and stuff like that. Because he's a very private person as well. He don't like none of that, you know. None of it at all. He don't like none of it. So, in the job. So, some people don't like that social media. So, me and him talked about it. And we'll have a private relationship. Unlike being on social media. We ain't got to do social media. We can, you know, they can enjoy each other, have each other. And eventually, everything works out. I'm going to be moving down to Texas. Where you at? Get everything settled, you know, make sure that we both ready for that move. So That'll be the ultimate of what's gonna go on. So that's it, guys. Those are all the ingredients. Stop the camera and Google those products. And you know, if you don't believe something, always do the research for yourself. And then I would say to you guys, make sure none of this stuff you are allergic to. Look at the ingredients, and if you're gonna sell it, you got to be real careful of the products you're selling, because if somebody have allergic reaction and they want to get, you know, you in trouble, you could be in a lot of big trouble. So please make sure that your customers will not be allergic to any of this stuff. Like some people can have allergic reaction to peppermint oil that I put in there to kill. You know, the cloves doesn't smell bad to me, but I just wanted to offset it with the peppermint smell. So talk to your client and find out, have they ever had any allergic reaction to certain stuff, and kind of make sure before you go to mixing this stuff up and giving it to your client. So guys, this will have to sit overnight. Once I bring it to a boil and get it all incorporated, then I'm going to blend it and put it in 2 jars. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Guys, when I'm mixing this, I'm mixing it and I want to be able, and the reason why I grain it to a fine powder, because I want to be able to keep all of the potent ingredients in this conditioner. Cream. I want to be able to keep it all. That's why I don't leave the big clumps, and I'm bringing it all together, and I want to be able to, like I said, keep all of the potents from all of those things I use. And I don't want it to be thick clumps. So now I'm just heating it up to a nice consistency, and then we're going to let it cool. And the fact that I use unrefined shea butter and coconut oil, it's going to turn into more of a creamy. It's not going to stay liquid. The other ones I did is going to stay liquid, because if you notice, I use all liquid already. And this is going to sit overnight, and I'll whip it tomorrow. Well, good morning, guys. Happy Monday. A beautiful Monday. We're still making hair growth products, okay? So we're making the hair conditioner cream, but this is a leave-in. That's why I grinded everything. So I'm gonna show you guys, this is what it looked like, okay? This is what it looks like this morning after I melted everything and got it to a consistency. So I'm just giving it a little stir to get all the ingredients. So what we're going to do now is whip it. We're going to whip the products with this blender. And all these things that I'm using, I specifically buy this for my hair growth product. This bowl, this blender, everything is for hair growth. It's not something I do hair and cook with, because people are like, that is so gross. So we're going to put some lavender oil in it. So lavender oil also with fungus, it have healthy. Alexa, what's the benefits of using lavender oil in your hair growth?
Here's something I found on reference.com. Lavender oil is used to treat a wide range of medical conditions, including hair loss, anxiety, canker sores, and pain associated with a cesarean section. A pad infused with lavender oil and placed on a garment's neckline is also used to prevent accidental falls in patients residing in nursing care facilities. Notes WebMD.
So lavender oil, excuse me, does great benefits, guys. So especially your little girl, right? Excuse me. She's tender-headed. She don't like her hair combed. Take a little lavender oil. It's already in the product, but take a little bit of this lavender oil and put it on the back of your baby neck and her chest to calm her down while you do her hair. So let's get started. Let's whip it. I never could get this one end right. I think this ain't the right one. We'll just put it down like that, and it's gonna spin. Oh, maybe I gotta plug it up. It ain't gonna spin if it ain't got no power. Wait. Okay, it's not in right at all. Hold on. They look different. They don't even look the same. I think I got the wrong ones. let's see. Let's try to use one. We'll just use one. I don't think I got the right ones. About a couple. So what I'm doing now is just whipping it. And everything. This is going to be a hair conditioning leave-in treatment cream for hair growth. Yeah, this is not the right whisk. But hey. So now what I'm going to do, I got a piping bag right here. Well, it's not a piping bag. I got a Ziploc. And we just now going to put it in here. We're going to start putting it in bottles. It's all over on this side. So what you do to get people to buy your product, give out samples. Give them enough to get them started, but make them come back to you, okay? Make them come back to you, okay? Make them come back. And how you make them come back? You get them started with your samples. Do you know what they're going to do? Oh, my God, girl. That product was so good. Can I get some more? Oh, yeah. You can get some more. But this time, I'm going to sell it to you. So you see, you start putting it in your little jars. You're like, this time I'm going to sell it to you. And they're like, oh, really? Yeah. Because you're showing them that you got a product that works. That's advertisement, guys. Get these little jars off of Amazon. Don't give them a whole lot. Just get them enough to get started. When they see how manageable their hair is and how things is going, they're going to be like, wow. And my kitchen is pretty warm, guys. So actually what I do when I make so many of these, I take them and I put them in the refrigerator. So, you know, they'll be nice and you know, because you think if you keep them in a warm place, it's going to liquefy them, you know, because remember these are, you know, softer oils. I mean, yeah, creams. So it will liquefy and turn it back into a, it'll turn it back into, it'll make it liquid. So these are my 2 samples, and this is a lot. But this is just to get them ready. When they come back, they'll be like, girl, Yep. They be like, I want some more. I'll be like, oh, not a problem. Yep, it's gonna be this amount of money. So tell them that I'm giving you, when you're giving it to them, so they don't be caught off guard like it's free. Tell them I'm giving you a sample of my product, okay? This is a sample. And if you want more, I have no problem making more. But when I make it, and then they can have the option of, you'll ask them what size you want. You know, so you get your jars off Amazon or Mason jars or whatever you're using. And you create a price that you like for different sizes. So the bigger the size, you would say, okay, well, just give you an example. If you would have something like this size, something like this jar, I recycle too, something like this jar, you could say, well, this one would be $25. And the point is, you got a product that really, really works. You got a product that works. And I doubt if they're going to tell you, nah, I'm good. You know, some cheap ass people will. But if you got somebody that see that really, truly works, think about it. All these vendors that's selling that stuff, like the Brat Wife, Kaleidoscope, if I'm pronouncing it right, and all these, you know, companies, and they selling stuff. And if your stuff is proven to really work and they in love with their hair growth, I doubt if they're going to tell you no. Excuse me, somebody that's about that, they're going to be like, oh, girl, no problem. If they in your town, you be like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to come back, pick it up on Saturday. You be like, okay. Or you could tell them, you know, if they out of state, you can also mail the product. So there is a million ways to make money. Just, you know, perfect your craft, believe in what you're selling, test your product, make sure, don't just all be, hey, where my thing at? It went somewhere. Don't just be all about the money, because a lot of times when people are all about just the money, 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 I'm going to be honest, they business don't make it, because they more excited on making money than making something that really, really works. So the money will come. Just be patient. Perfect your craft. Perfect your product. You know what I mean? Do a lot of studying. You know, do your research. Do a lot of studying. And go from there, guys. But yes, perfect your stuff. And these products really work. Remember, find out if there's a possibility certain things your customer can be allergic to. You really need to pay attention to that. Know what ingredients you're using. Know what's in there. Because say, for instance, some products is made and it got some onion powder in it. So you need to make sure that that product that you're selling to one of your customers, that if they are addicted to onions, you don't want to sell them that, because they're going to have allergic reaction. So know what you're selling, know your ingredients, and just tell your customers, for peak's sake, you know, before they use it, just as a disclosure, tell them, take your product, put a dime size on the inside of their arm, and if they get allergic reaction, do not use it. The same thing with their kids or whatever, and just tell them that's a precaution, because there's different ingredients. If you don't know all the ingredients that you're using, all these natural hair growing products that's coming from India, well, my stuff be coming from India, and you don't know what's all grinded up. So when they give it to us, it's in a box. I showed y'all yesterday. Well, it's on this link. In that box, and you got this box, and you just say, oh, this is what it is, but not knowing all the ingredients they incorporated to make that one product. So know your stuff. Be careful of that. Make sure you always do that. If you know, do a little label and write it up and go, hey, as a disclosure, these are all natural hair growing products. Some ingredients I might not know the listing. To assure that you don't have allergic reaction, please always do skin patch to make sure you don't have allergic reaction with the product. Thank you so much. So when you give that, even if somebody did try to come back on you, and then you could say, well, every one of my products in the box, or I do the disclosure, or text them the disclosure, you know, like just to say, so, okay, I'm sending off your product today. And again, I want to tell you, all my products are natural grown products. I can't authenticate every ingredient that's in it. So please do a skin patch test to make sure you or your family don't have allergic reaction to my product. And text that to them. And then what you do after you text it, and then let them text back, okay, screenshot that and save that in your archive, because therefore, if something did happen, they have allergic reaction, they could never say, oh, she never told me this and that and that. And, you know, just, you know, on the safe side. So, because you're doing this from your home, you're not doing it on a bigger level. Just always cover your butt. Thank you guys so much. So, this is how I do my natural, all natural ingredients. Something you could, well, my stuff, a lot of stuff come from India, but remember I put the black cloves in this recipe. Make this. These things really, really work. You know, you got your grandbabies and everything. And I see a lot of people say it, people with alopecia and this, that, and that. I don't know for sure, so I don't like to give false hope, but I know that I had patients, well, they're not my patients, but I had clients that came and they had cancer and they was going through radiation, and I used to install their wigs and put this stuff on. And when I took off the client's wig, she had just had, you know, the week before, she had just had the radiation. Her hair was bald like Mr. T. And when she came back and I took off, I said, oh my God. And her hair came back fine and curly and beautiful. But when she took off her hair, she had a head full of pretty, silky, curly. And I was like, wow. So I told her, I said, look at your hair. And she was like, oh my gosh. Because just when we put the wig on 2 weeks ago, it wasn't like that. And I told her, do me a favor. She said, yeah. I said, ask your doctor. Because he told her, you know, when they experienced that, it'd take a while. And he said, yeah, probably the products definitely help increase her hair follicles, her hair growth, you know. But of course, with her study going through radiation, we was going through the process of each time she had the radiation, she was losing her hair. And then once she got to a final treatment, you know, we was able to see successful hair growth. Because before she had cancer, this young lady hair was down here, so she definitely had the hair to grow, you know. But it just was rapidly growing and feeding it her scalp. So guys, I hope you have an awesome Monday. Create some products. Remember, you can do anything you put your mind to. It's just confidence, and pray over your stuff. If you pray and just, you know, make an awesome product that works, that your customers love it. Like, I honestly pray over any of my work, my clothes. Sometimes I forgot and sent myself to the customer from hell, and she cussed me out real bad. I should have prayed on that. Jesus, I should have prayed on that one. But I try to do that because when you're making something, you never know how your customer is going to perceive it. And some people don't know how to have a conversation. They come back with an attitude. So you let them, they're, you know, hey, I can fix it. Everything's okay. Calm down. And then set boundaries with your customers. If they working with somebody in China, they ain't gonna be able to call China all day, all time. Now, even if you working out of your kitchen, make them respect your kitchen. If your hours say 9 to 5 is 9 to 5, they start calling you after 5 with a complaint, text them back, hey, sorry, Vanessa, it is after 5. I'm not able to take your call, but we can resume this conversation tomorrow. You have a good night. And you set the boundaries, let them know you ain't gonna call me all night. So you guys have an awesome day. Thanks. Bye-bye.